Hello everyone, welcome to Achievers IAS classes. Let's begin our discussion on the current events of 23rd August 2018. The first issue news is regarding the recent decision of the Punjab government to amend the law which makes acts of sacrilege against the holy books of major religions punishable with life imprisonment. Sacrilege means to desecrate, damage, or insult a holy text. The editorial speaks of how such a move could result in similar such legislations being passed in rest of the country to cater for different groups. The current proposal is an expanded form of amendments which was previously passed by the Punjab Assembly in 2016 that was specifically aimed at curbing acts of sacrilege targeting the Guru Granth Sahib, which you know is the holy book of the Sikhs. The central government back then had written these bills saying that protecting the holy book of only one religion would make it discriminatory and anti-secular. Therefore, the proposal now cleared by the Punjab cabinet aims to cover the Bible, Quran and Bhagavad Gita as well, along with the Guru Granth Sahib. The law will introduce a new section in the Indian Penal Code after Section 295A, which criminalizes deliberate and malicious act intended to outrage religious feelings. Therefore, it raises a question whether a fresh provision to protect religious books from damage, insult, and sacrilege is needed when Section 295A already criminalizes such malicious activities. Also, prior permission of the central or the state government is needed to prosecute someone under such sections. Therefore, a consequential amendment to the Code of Criminal Procedure will be required. Opposition to the bill from several quarters has arisen due to the provision of life term, which would be grossly disproportionate, and the term sacrilege itself, which is vague and would render the section too broad for interpretation. Given the history of misuse of such laws, which are aimed to protect religious sentiments and punish persons who promote enmity between different groups, they have a chilling effect on free speech, and as per the editorial, there is no case whatsoever to enhance jail terms for the crime. On that note, let's move on to the next issue, which is regarding the stern warning issued by the Finance Ministry to the chief executives of the public sector banks to check all NPAs which amount to more than 50 crores for any fraudulent activities in order to avoid criminal conspiracy charges. More than a dozen companies which are undergoing bankruptcy resolutions are being reviewed by banks and investigating agencies for fraudulent activities, and if the investigating agencies find any diversion of funds in those defaulting accounts, bankers may be liable to face criminal proceedings. This comes at a time when Indian banks are facing mounting NPA assets as well as several banking frauds have been unearthed, including the huge 14,000 crore scam at the Punjab National Bank. In June 2017, the Reserve Bank of India had identified 12 stressed accounts which accounted for 25% of the total non-performing assets for immediate referral under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, and the Serious Fraud Investigation Office is looking into books of companies which are currently undergoing debt resolution on the basis of specific inputs provided by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. From the prelims perspective, the Serious Fraud Investigation Office is a multidisciplinary organization having experts for prosecution of white-collar crimes and frauds under the company law, and recently in August 2017, it was given powers to even arrest people for company law violations. The next issue news is regarding the directive given by the National Green Tribunal to the Ministry of Environment and Forests to submit an action plan on e-waste management. The direction came as the NGT was disposing a plea against unauthorized recycling, collection, dismantling, burning and selling of e-waste and other solid waste on the roadsides and river banks, which is in violation with the e-waste management rules of 2016 and the Environment Protection Act of 1986. The plea had highlighted that electronic waste accounted for 40% of the lead and 70% of all heavy metal found in landfills, and the burning and selling of e-waste and other solid waste resulted in groundwater contamination and air pollution. Now let's move on to some of the international news. The first one being on the offer made by China to play a constructive role in improving ties between India and Pakistan. As you are all aware, a new Pakistani Prime Minister has been sworn in, and our Prime Minister has made an offer for constructive engagement between the two countries, and his Pakistani counterpart has responded positively by highlighting the need for engagement between the two countries. However, both the countries and its leaders have certain limitations due to political compulsions, which I have discussed in detail in yesterday's news analysis video. The offer by China to mediate the talks between the two countries would be against India's principle of engaging with other countries bilaterally, as well as against the principle of non-interference as per the Panchashil doctrine. Therefore, we'll look into India's response in the coming days. Till then, let's move on to the next issue, which is regarding the generous offer of rupees 700 crore offered by UAE to the government of Kerala as voluntary aid to cope with its recent natural calamity. The Kerala government has highlighted a provision under the National Disaster Management Act which allows for accepting voluntary foreign aid, but the Indian government has said a polite no to such offers to the Kerala flood victims, stating that Kerala's needs would be met through domestic efforts as well as donations from NRIs and persons of Indian origins to the PM and CM relief funds. On that note, I'm wrapping up today's news analysis. Do like, share, and comment to support this initiative. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.